Hello friends, my name is Kumar and welcome back to my channel Kumar Programming. Today we are going to cover a very important questions from our JavaScript interview question answer series, which is the difference between spread and rest operators. Both of the operators looks very similar because both of the operators are denoted by three dots, that is known as ellipses, and both of the operators are very useful when we are having operation on arrays or objects, but still both of the operators are having a lot of differences and most of the people are not able to answer the differences between both of the operators. So in this video, we are going to understand the differences between both of the operators and we will understand the use cases for both of them. And eventually, we are going to have a practical demonstration in order to understand the concept thoroughly. So what is the difference between spread and rest operator? In JavaScript, spread and rest both are denoted by ellipses. Ellipses is nothing, it's a three dot and both looks very similar. In fact, both are same, but they used in a different context and serve the different purpose. They look similar, so it's very hard to recognize where we have to use spread and rest operator. So now let's first of all understand that where we have to use spread and where we have to use rest operator. So spread operator is denoted by three dots, that is known as a ellipsis, and rest operator is also denoted by three dot as a ellipsis. Here spread operator is used whenever we are copying an array or an object to another array or object. In that case we are using spread operator. Additionally, whenever we are trying to merge any array and objects, in that case also we are using the spread operator. And when we are passing as a function arguments, in that case also we are using a spread operators. On the other side, rest operator also denoted by three dots, ellipses, and whenever we are destructuring array or destructuring the objects, in that case we are using three dots as a rest operator. And also whenever we are having as a function parameters, in that case also we are having the rest parameter. I'll tell you that what is the differences between function arguments and function parameter later on in this video. So now it's clear, right? Whenever we are copying or merging array and object, in that case we are using spread operator, as well as when we are using as a function argument. Okay, in that case spread operator is being used, and rest operator is used for destructuring array, destructuring object, and wherever we are using as a function parameter, in that case we are using rest operator. Now let's understand with the code snippet. So here if you see, this is I'm copying an array. This is my original array. I'm trying to copy an array from original array to copy array. So here this operator, this three dot ellipsis operator is known as a spread operator because we are spreading the things, right? And in the second scenario, we are trying to copy object from one object to another object. So here also this is known as a spread operator, right? In the second scenario, here we are trying to merge two arrays. There is array 1 and array 2, and we are trying to merge both of the array in another array, right? As a merged array. So if you see here, this array 1 and array 2, we are merging both of the array by using spread operator. So here we'll say that we are using spread operator to merge both of the array. And similarly, we are having two objects, object 1 and object 2, and both of the object is getting merged by using this spread operator. Now the third case, which is passing argument inside the function, right? So whenever we are declaring a function and we are passing this argument 1, argument 2, argument 3, this is known as function parameter. Okay, and when we are calling this function, right, here we are calling and we are passing the value for all these parameters, so this is known as a argument. Okay, so now I hope that you guys are understanding that what is difference between function parameter and function argument. So here see, we are calling the function and we are passing the three dot, and we are having a arguments. Okay, or in other word you can say whenever we are calling a function with the three dots, passing the argument by using the spread operator, right? Now let's flip to the Visual Studio to see the practical demonstration. Here in my previous video, I have explained about type cohesion, where I have mentioned about the implicit cohesion and explicit cohesion. Now let me create another file over here inside the basic itself, spread and rest.js. Okay, and inside our index.html file, I'm going to comment the previous line here I'll use spread underscore rest.js. Okay, now let's go to the spread underscore rest.js. So here I'm going to use the same code which I have used in my code snippet. Now if you see here we are having one array 1 2 3, and we are copying an array from the original array to copy array, right? So be remember that it always create a shallow copy of the array. I'll create a separate video right after this, the difference between shallow copy and deep copy, because that is also very important interview question and that is being asked mostly by the interviewer. But as of now, just understand that it's going to create a shallow copy. Shallow copy means it's not going to create the copy of its nested array or nested object. Okay, and similarly you can see here I'm having one object as the original object and trying to copy this object to the another object. Okay, and here I'm using this three dot as a spread operator. So always we will say whenever we are using copying and merging of array and object, always we will say as a we are using a spread operator, because now we are trying to spread the items, right? In the second case, similarly here you see I have an array, two array 1, array 2, and both of the array I'm going to merge into another array. Okay, and likewise also I have here two object 1 and object 2, and I'm trying to merge both of the object by using this spread operator, right? And in the third case here, by passing argument in the function. So here if you see, this is my function, and here I'm having my function parameter, right? And here I'm calling my function by passing all the argument as a spread parameter. So you see here I have an array here 1 2 3, right? And I'm passing this the whole array by using this spread operator inside my example function. So what will happen inside this our function, we will be getting our argument 1, argument 2, argument 3 value over there inside the function. Okay, however passing this argument by using our spread operator, right? So now let's run this and see the output. Go live, let's inspect it. So see here we have our original array, and then we are trying to copy array here, and I have console log this value as a copy array here. And in case of object, here I have my original object, then I'm trying to copy this object to another object, and I'm printing this object over here. So you can see here I'm having my property as A and B, right, with the value 1 and 2. Now in the second scenario, if you see here, I'm having two array 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I'm trying to merge both of the array into another array as a merged array. So if you see here in the merge array, I'm having all those values 1 2 3 4 5 6 inside our merge array. So both array are getting merged by using this spread operator. And similarly we are doing with the object as well. So if you see here in the merge object, we are having all the property A B C and D, right? Here by passing argument in the function 1 2 3. So here if you see I'm passing an array by using spread operator, and inside the function I'm getting individually value for all the arguments. Okay, argument 1, argument and argument 3, right? So always be remember that whenever we are declaring a function, it is known as a parameter, and when we are executing a function and passing the value for the parameters is known as a argument. Okay, I hope that spread operator is clear. Now on the other side, in case of rest, here if you see I have an array as a value with 1 2 3 4 5, and I'm going to destructure this array. So whenever I will try to destructure this array, then this is my first variable and this is my second variable, and rest of the all other values are going to come inside our rest variable. Okay, so if you see here, this value 1 is going to be assigned to the first variable, value 2 is going to be assigned to the second variable, and then rest of all the 3 4 5 is going to be assigned to the rest variable as a array. Okay, if you see here we are using the three dots, and this is known as a rest operator. Okay, because rest of the value, if you see, rest of the value is going to be used inside the rest variable as an array. Okay, so if you see here the output, here we have a first variable, here we have output as a 1. For the second variable, here we have as output 2, and for the rest here we have a array. Okay, 3 4 5, rest of all the values are going to be assigned to the rest variable. Right now, similarly if you see here, we are destructuring the object, and if you see here for this A A property, the value is going to be assigned to the A, and for the B property, the value is going to be assigned to the B variable, and rest of all the C and D is going to be assigned to the rest variable as an object. Okay, so if you see here, the output is for A is 1, for B is 2, for the B variable 2, and for the rest variable the rest object, right, C and D, right. So if you see here, C and D with property and value is being stored inside the rest variable, right. Now in the third cases, if you see here, here we are using this three dot. So whenever we are using this three dot operator, ellipsis, while declaring our function, in that case we will say as a this is the rest operator, right. So what is going to be happen, if you see here, whenever we are calling this function, some function, we are passing the value 1 2 3 4, even we can pass it more also, right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 as well, as many as we can. And then after that, inside this function, I'm using the reduce function. Reduce function is nothing, it's a higher order function in JavaScript. I'll make a separate video to explain all those higher order functions as well, but here I'm using reduce. And then after that, I'm going to sum all the parameters and get the sum result, right. So in that case, we are using as a rest operator. And similarly also, if you see here, we are passing as a dynamic function parameter. Here we are passing a parameter as an extra parameter. In that case also, we are using as a rest operator, right. Now let's see with the practical demonstration. So let's flip to the Visual Studio. So here I'll make it separate for both spread operator and rest operator. So here I'll give as a spread operator, and I'll make it 1 so it could be easily identified. So now if you see here, this is for a spread operator. Now let's use for rest operator. Okay, I'm going to use the same code which I have used in my code snippet. So if you see here, I'm having a variable over here, first, second, and rest variable by using our rest operator, right. So here once we are destructuring this array, this value 1 and 1 is going to be assigned to the first, 2 is going to be assigned to the second, and rest all the 3 4 5 is going to be assigned to the rest variable as an array. Okay, and similarly, if you see here also, for the in the case of object, for this a value is going to be assigned to the a variable, this b property value is going to be assigned to the b variable, and rest all the c d property and value is going to be assigned to the rest variable as a object. Okay, see here the output. Here we have here we are printing one, a, b, and rest. So a we are getting 1, and b we are getting 2, and rest we are getting as a object c and d, right. And in the third cases, here we have declare a function and passing the parameter by using our rest operator, and inside that I'm using a reduce function in order to get the sum for all those parameters. Okay, and here if you see that I'm executing 1 2 3 4. So here we can pass as many as we can. Now let me pass, if I'll pass 5, that is also valid. If I pass 6, that is also completely valid. Okay, so it's going to return the sum of all the arguments that we are passing over. And similarly in the dynamic function also, here we are passing the extra parameter, in the sense, if we have 1 2 3, if you see as a parameter 1, parameter 2, so this one value is going to be assigned to the parameter 1, 2 value is going to be assigned to the parameter 2, but rest of all those 3 4 5 are going to be assigned to a extra parameters, and that will be the array. Okay friends, I hope that you are getting the point now. Now let's run this code so it will be more clear. Let's run this. So now collecting remaining array element, if you see here, this first, second, and rest, in the first we are getting 1, and in the second we are getting 2, and for the third, if you see the rest, in the rest we are getting an array value is 3 4 5, right. And in the similarly in the case of object as well, here we are destructuring our object. The a property value is going to be stored inside a variable, which is 1, and b property value is going to be assigned to the b variable, which is 2, and rest all the 3 4 property value is going to be assigned to the as an object. Okay, and here if you see collecting function argument, here I'm passing 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? And the sum of all those arguments will be 21. So if I pass here as a one more argument like 7, so it should be 28. Now let's save it. Yeah, see here, now we have 28, right? And if you see in the dynamic function parameter, param1 is having a parameter 1 is having a value as a 1, and parameter 2 is having as a value 2 here, and rest of all the parameters like 3 4 5 is going to be assigned to the extra parameters, right? Because here we have our rest parameter, so in that case all those 3 4 5 value is going to be assigned into the array. Okay, so friends, I hope that you understood about the spread and rest operator. If still you are having any doubt, please leave the comment below and definitely I'll try to get back for your query. In my next section, I'm going to create a video on the differences between shallow copy and deep copy. And friends, at the last of this video, there is a humble request to all of you. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and press the bell icon so you will get the notification of all of my upcoming videos, and you can share it to the people who really need it. And you can follow me also on the social media platform. And friends, already I have uploaded this project to my GitHub and I have given the link in the description, so you can find it from there and simultaneously you can do the practice from your side as well. So friends, that's all for the day. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care and keep learning.